is really, really important stuff. So many people set these crazy goals or these awesome goals and they don't stick with them. They don't get them. They don't have them happen. How many times have you wanted to do something really bad and either not gone for it or gone for it and failed and not gotten there? How many times? How many times? Oh my goodness. Especially this time of year, right? January is the time where everybody wants to make goals. Everyone's thinking about that stuff. I want you to make it happen, and I'm going to tell you how. That's what we're all about this month. So, hey, Christina. Hey, Stacy. So, specifically what we're going to talk about tonight is the magic part of goals. The thing you need to have happen to get goals to work. So many of you miss this step. So many. Okay. So I'm going to tell you what it is. You ready? You ready? Buckle up. Deep breath. Okay. If your goals are not working or not happening, it's not because you suck. You don't suck. You're fabulous. It's because your system sucks. I'm going to say that again. If your goals aren't happening and achieving as fast as you want them to, or as big as you want them to, or not at all, it's not because you stink. It's not because you're not wonderful. It's not because you're not able and fabulous and smart and gifted. It's not because of that. It's not because you're disorganized. It's because your system stinks. It sucks. You need to fix it. So many people, I say to them, oh, you want to have that happen? That's great. What's your system to make it? What's the system to make it happen? What's your strategy? And they're like, oh, I don't know. I don't have one. Well, no wonder. Okay. I am the queen of systems and strategies. I'm going to get a crown. I'm going to wear it on my head. I am good at this stuff. People tease me about this, but then when they need a strategy or a system, guess who they call? It's me. Okay. This is my thing. I can help you with this. And listen, empaths need this more than anybody else. And here's why. If you don't have a system going on and you want to get something done or you want to make something accomplished and you just sort of go into the moment and try to make it happen, you're going to fall into pieces and you're not going to get there. You're going to get frustrated really easily and you're not going to feel good about what you're doing. You're not going to enjoy it and you're never going to stick with it. Empaths will not stick with something unless they feel like they are doing it well and they feel good while they're doing it. So in order to get there, you need a system, okay? Can you see this stuff behind me? I moved my system. It was in a different spot. I moved it over here so it would be easier. And now I really like it here, and I think it's going to stay, okay? And I'm going to bring you closer over to my system. You're going to see it, one of them. I have so many. I probably have like 30 different systems, okay? I'm going to bring you to show you that one, and I'm going to give you some examples of systems because I want you to create them. Whether your system is because you want to be healthier, because you want more time to meditate and to connect intuitively, maybe you want to start your own business or even just like a little side thing that you want to do, whatever it is, maybe you want to eat healthier, whatever it is, you can do this if you create a system. One of the things that is probably the most common thing I hear from other people to me is, how do you get as much stuff done as you do? I hear that constantly. And if you know me at all, you've probably asked me that question, all right? And the reason is because I'm really good at systems. I have organized systems and I do it in a way that my brain has a break. Okay, I don't walk around all day going, I wonder which thing of the 500 things I need to do right now. No, you'll never get anything done. You'll be overwhelmed in 2 seconds. You'll fall apart and you won't get there. You don't want to do that. And the way that you not do that is by creating a system. Okay. What you want to do is you want to set certain hours in the day that you can dedicate to doing certain things, and you want to plan out your week ahead of time for where the things are that you're going to get done, so that when you get to that place where you have a free hour or a free 2 hours or 4 hours or whatever you have, free 20 minutes, when you get to that place, You're not thinking of all the 5 million things you have to do. You're looking at your list of 3 things that you're accomplishing in that day. All right. So when you're doing a big goal, I'm going to walk you over to my system in a minute. But when you're doing a big goal, like something like maybe starting your own business, and doing a big goal like that, you're going to put 3 a day into the spots where you have free time. So if you can dedicate 5 days a week to building your business for an hour a day, that's fantastic. You're going to put in that in. Maybe you have like 6 hours a day. Great. You're going to put that in. You're going to find the spots that you can do it in. If you have a smaller goal, maybe something like I want to be healthier, you can pick 3 or 4 things in your whole entire week to dedicate and plan and create a system for putting into play to make that happen. And I'm going to explain this more and better for you in a minute. I'm going to walk you over to my board and I'm going to show you my system for work. Okay, this is how I get work stuff done. And before I take you over, I want to say one more thing to you about this. When I first started my business, I started at the same time as a lot of other practitioners in my field. Okay, a lot of other holistic kind of metaphysical type practitioners. And I also started and started working with a lot of people who were already in the business and had been in the business for years. And right now, most of those people I know, I am far ahead in my business than those people. And it's not because I'm better at my job. Those people are incredibly talented and gifted at what they do. It's because I'm better at systems than they are. Okay, that's the only difference. Okay, it's not about being better than somebody. It's not about being smarter or better looking or more organized. It's not about any of that. It's about having a better system. A lot of people start out doing things like, being healthier or starting a business or whatever it is that you're doing. They start out, or even being more organized, and they put these big, lofty goals in front of themselves, these gigantic things to accomplish, and they don't get anywhere because they built something too big to start with. I love to say to people, I walked 1,000 miles. It took me 3 years, but I passed people in the breakdown lane because I had a system going. I took 1,000 little baby steps, and all of those baby steps got me to where I am. And I do that with organizing my house. I do that with cooking dinner. I cook dinner every night from scratch, basically, for my family. I mostly have a picked up and clean home. I have organizational things. I have school. I have a whole system for schoolwork and homework and all of that. Those things get done because of that. You with me? All right, let's take a walk over. So bear with me. I'm going to take you with me. And what's going to happen, I'm going to turn the camera around for a second. So sometimes the signal gets cuckoo for a second. So just close in a weird position. Okay, ready? We're going over. Here we go. Okay, so here we go. Here is my little wall here. These are small. These are things that you can stick on. Like I just took off a piece of paper and I stuck them onto the wall. Can you see them? I'm going to show you each thing that I do. So this is my system for work. You do not need to use this for work, but I use this same type of system for meal planning, for exercising, for schoolwork, for all of this. I use all of this same setup for all of this. Okay? All right, so the first thing that I have going on here is a calendar. This is all dry erase marker. See this? I can easily erase it. Okay, so here we go. So here's the calendar that you can see. I don't write every single little thing in my calendar. I have a folder. Here, let me take you over here. This is my couch where I sit on while I work. I also have a desk. So here's my planner. See this? This is written in with everything that I need to do in a day. That's not every little thing written up on here. That would be overwhelming. That would be confusing. You don't want to do that for yourself. but you want to have this stuff out. So when you're going over to this step over here, which I'm going to take you to in a minute, you can reference this. Okay, so if you look, you can see that there's this says Body Love Party. That's going on tomorrow night. So people who work at Body Love, we have a little party going on. You can see the retreat written in. Over here, you can see Songs with the Angels and an oil event. And I have here last day of angel card reading. So I have all of those things put out and planned so that while I'm planning these things here, I can reference this. Okay, so I can quickly know when I'm putting certain things on these spots, I can look here so that I'm making sure I'm not putting too many things in a spot where I have other things I need to be and other things I need to be doing. Okay, now we come down here. This is everything that I have thought of that I need to put over into this part. Now, these things, some of these things are going to be broken down. Okay, so let's look at this. This says BC for empaths. That means business class for empaths. That's a system, a plan, offering I'm putting together. Okay, if I just put this in a spot, that would be ridiculous. That's too much work to get done in one spot. I'm going to break this down and do something like, you know, one of the steps that I'll put over probably next week into this statement over this section over here will be create an outline. Okay, so I have a rough outline. I'm going to take it. I'm going to clean up that outline. That's one thing that I will put on the other day. All right, do post for February 16th through 20th. So every time I put systems and plans and posts, I always do them a month before. So I know what I'm going to post for those automatic things. So that's written in here and that will be put over there. You getting it? I'm not going to go through each one, but that's it. Oil University, I'm putting that together. That'll be broken down and I'll pick a few things that from there that will go over there. But you don't want to take a big goal like that and put that over on the things you're going to do. You're going to break that down into steps. Now, we're going to come over here and you're going to see that it shows you each day that I'm going to work that has notes down for what I'm going to do. And you can see that each day that I have referred to work has 3 things that I'm going to accomplish. That's it. I don't have 20 things. I have 3. Okay. So Sunday, I don't have that kind of stuff done. So what I'll do, like every day I'll refer to, I'll check emails. I will check messages. I'll check in on Facebook to social media. I don't write that stuff down because I know certain times that I'm going to do that. I don't write that down in here. What I do is the meat and potatoes of what I need to get down, what I need to get done. So on Tuesday here, you can see send Amy itinerary and menu. So that's one thing that I needed to do. It was not a huge thing. I needed to finish up the itinerary and finalize that and pick the menu for the retreat and send that over. Okay, one thing. Number 2 was PayPal retreat final invoices. I needed to send those out to a few people. Again, not huge things here. And then the last one is oil posts, which I outlined and decided some more different ideas that I was going to write for essential oil posts written there. Okay. Wednesday, clipboards. I have a whole clipboard system that I do once a week to update all the different things that I have going on and I track them. Oil videos and pictures. I created a few videos today. This is today. And then SL and C, which stands for spiritual, it should say SR, Spiritual Rebels and Connect videos and topics. I wrote those down. I came up with some of those. And then you can see that I have more as the week goes on. And then in notes, I wrote myself that I have the angel card readings that I have to make sure I check in with. So I'm always looking at my notes section. I have nothing Saturday because I don't have anything going on there. Look at Thursday. I have the Body Love Party. I know I need to grocery shop. I know I need to make appetizers for it. So I have one other thing, retreat, notes, and outline. I want to finish that up on this day. I know it's going to take me a little bit of time, and I'm going to take a little time to do that. And then I've left the rest of the day time to get that stuff done. Got it? Then the last little piece that I have here is this cork board. Okay, again, this is something that you stick on the wall. Okay, I could peel it off and move it somewhere else. That's what I did. I had it somewhere else and I moved it here. So here, when I'm brainstorming and have ideas for something, I put them on here and I push pin them onto this so that when I'm like, okay, so I'm going to do an oil video and picture. Well, what are some of my ideas for that? Oh, they're right here. So I can go do that quickly. I don't have to think about that. Okay? All right, I'm going to walk us back over. So how does that sound? Is that making sense to you? I'm going to use some examples in a second. Let me put you back in here. We're back. So if let's use an example to look at something a little bit smaller that's you're putting into like an already really busy day. Maybe you're not quite as crazy as me and you don't have a full-time job like this, that this is what you do. Let's say that you're accomplishing something like, I want to be healthier. Okay, I want to lose weight. I want to feel better about my body. And let's say that your goal is to make that happen. You have to have a plan and a system to create that. Now, you don't have to have 3 things every day for that. That's something that's a little bit smaller that you can add in, and you can have a separate place. My exercise routine, I don't write that on this. I have a separate place. I have one whole thing that has everything written down, but for that I have a separate thing that looks very similar to that I create for that. And it's not 3 things every day. Okay. So for me, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I run. Okay. And I do that for a half an hour. As soon as the kids are off the bus, I go and I do that. So that's part of my exercise and feel good about my body. The other thing that I do is I wanted more, so I'm going to start doing yoga. All right. So I added in 1 day a week that I will definitely do yoga, and then 1 optional day. So once a month at least, I will go for an additional day a week for yoga to get myself feeling good. Now, if I tried to work out every single day for 3 hours, it would never work out. But I put in these goals that feel achievable to me, and then that works. Okay, maybe you're just trying to be more organized. So great. What's 3 things that you can do in your week to be more organized? You could pick 1 closet to go through all of it and organize it. And that's all you do in that week. That's 1 thing. That's small. That's fine. Maybe you do the 3 rule. I love the 3 rule. Okay. So you do that. Plus you organize 1 cabinet in your kitchen. Don't do the whole thing. Pick 1 and then set a goal. Like look at what you have going on and go, what days would work good? Let me brainstorm. What days would work good for me to organize this week? So let me look through my calendar and pick that. That's 3 things. It doesn't have to take you a lot of time, but now you get it done. Makes sense? Listen, you also want to make your goals achievable. So 3 things every day doesn't sound like a lot because it's easy for me to check that off. You don't want to have like 50 goals in a day and feel stressed and overwhelmed all the time. That's no fun. Nobody wants a life like that. You don't want to overwhelm yourself like that. Listen, I'm not going to lie. Some days I do 4 or 5 things because I feel motivated and I can do it. But other days I just get my 3 things done and that's it. That's all I'm really like ready to get there. And then the things that I do, those 3 things feel good. And you saw when I had it over there, I check it off when I'm done. That feels good. Check, done. That's been accomplished. That's finished. Right? You want to make sure that you don't overwhelm yourself with too many things. That's a terrible idea. 3 things a day for your big goals. 3 things a week for your small goals is a really smart way to tackle stuff and get stuff done. Let's say you want to start meditating. You're like, you know what? Heather says all the time I should meditate. I really want to try doing that. I want to feel more connected. I really love to try meditating. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a serious look at your calendar and think about what times actually work. Let's say you decide that you're going to get up at 4:30 a.m. and you're going to meditate for 20 minutes. And you can do that every day, 7 days a week. Actually, let's say you can do that for an hour. Get up at 4:30 a.m., meditate for 1 hour every day. You are probably not going to stick with that. You'll probably do it once or twice and you're going to be like, screw that, I'm tired, I'm going back to bed. This doesn't feel like it works for me. That's not doable for you. So you're going to shift it. You're going to change it. If you don't meditate at all, start small. Say for this month, I'm going to meditate once a week. I can do that. I can do once a week for 10 minutes. I'll take the thing that, is in Rebels for the meditation of the month, and I will do that as I sit quietly. And I will just let it be what it is. I won't make myself do it perfect. I don't have to float around the room like a monk. I'm just going to do it, and I'm going to practice meditating. And I'm going to do it on Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock after the kids go to bed. I'm going to do it for 10 minutes every Tuesday. I'm going to write that in my calendar. And after I do it, I'm going to check it off. And then you start to accomplish it. Now, the thing with systems is that your brain starts to go, oh, I can do this. This is doable. I am capable. And you start going down this path of making those things happen. Now, our next video, I'm going to get to your questions in a minute because I can see that you have a lot of comments and I'm going to get to those. And please feel free to ask questions. If you want examples of how to create one, happy to do that for you. Like I said, this is like my thing. This is what I'm good at, okay? Throw me something you struggle with or that you want a good system for, and I'll help you build it. So, one of the things we're going to talk about in the upcoming weeks is like really thinking about how you want to feel when you're doing stuff. So a lot of times people are like, okay, I want to eat healthier. Why? Why do you want to eat healthier? How do you want to feel? Don't just feel crappy about yourself for not doing it already. Don't think about all the times you've previously failed. Don't start just like getting angry at yourself and just hoping that you do it. Don't do any of that. You're gonna screw it up. Listen, when I have a free minute to do something, whether it's scheduled time to work or the time that I'm going to cook dinner or time to play with the kids or just a free minute, I don't sit and go through my list of 500 things. I go, what is this time dedicated to? Okay, it's dedicated to work. What are my 3 things for the day? Which one would I like to start with? Start with one and go. If you have to pull from your list of so many things, you're never going to get there. So set it up, have ideas for the whole month, and then put them into place for each week. For the big things, like you have a big thing you want to put together. You want to organize your entire house and it's a mess. It's not even close to organized. Or you want to cook dinner every night and you have no idea how to cook. Break it down into small steps that you can achieve and grow it. Every time you do a little bit more, you feel like you can do it and you go on to the next thing and you add in a little bit more and you shift things around. It's not about creating systems to feel stressed all the time. It's about creating them so that you can enjoy your life and you can have fun and you can enjoy what you do. And eventually take the things you don't love to do and hand them over to someone else, right? Makes sense? Okay, let's see what you got for questions going on.